Today in Taipei and beyond, heavy rains trigger closures, a mayor defends a rain call, an explosion in Tainan leads to detentions, a historic temple hall burns, and the army faces a waste scandal. Let's kick things off with a bang. Dean here. Welcome to the City Report with Dean Bark in Taipei. Let's get down to business. Heavy rains force closures across southern and eastern Taiwan. A tropical depression feeding southwesterly winds has dumped serious rain on Kaohsiung, Pingtung, and Hualien. Local governments announced partial work and class cancellations to keep people off flooded roads and away from landslide risk. Taiwan's Central Weather Administration, the national forecaster, hoisted heavy and torrential rain warnings. Several Kaohsiung districts topped 200 millimeters in 24 hours, which is more than a month's worth in a day for some spots. Disruptions were immediate. Transit slowed, low-lying neighborhoods watched drains like hawks, and schools in the hardest-hit districts shut their doors. What's the takeaway? Forecasts are more than predictions. They are life safety tools when rivers rise. Umbrellas are on overtime. Rain boots just got promoted to management. Let's pivot to the next story. Kaohsiung mayor justifies keeping city open amid torrential rains. Chen Chi-mai, the mayor of Kaohsiung, says the call to keep most of the city open came straight from the data: radar returns, rain gauges, and drainage capacity modeling. Mountain districts closed due to slope risk, but the flat urban core stayed on. The city's Water Resources Bureau, the agency running flood infrastructure, actively managed 26 detention ponds to shave peak flows, and alerts kept flashing as localized totals again broke 200 millimeters in some areas. It was a calculated risk that appears to have paid off so far, though one stalled pump or clogged culvert can flip that script fast. The city stayed open, the skies did not get the memo. Shifting gears. 3 detained over explosion that shook Tainan's Annan district. In Tainan, investigators have detained 3 suspects after a fire and explosion involving magnesium aluminum compounds injured 15 people and rattled more than 100 households. Magnesium aluminum mixtures are highly reactive. They burn hot and can reignite, which makes firefighting hazardous. Among the detained is a local borough chief, a neighborhood-level elected official who coordinates community affairs. Prosecutors cite offenses against public safety and alleged violations of the Waste Disposal Act, and the court agreed there are risks of evidence tampering and flight. Several firefighters were hurt responding, a sharp reminder that first on scene often means first in harm's way. Call it like it is. Strong accountability and tighter controls on hazardous materials storage are not optional after an incident like this. Moving on. Massive fire ravages Taipei's historic Jinan Temple Hall. Here at home, more than 100 firefighters battled flames for over 4 hours at Lingxiao Hall in Jinan Temple, a landmark Taoist complex that dates back to the late Qing dynasty. The first floor of the hall is almost completely destroyed, though engineers say the main structure remains sound. Taipei Mayor Chang Wan-an has pledged full municipal support for restoration. The temple's hillside location complicated the response. Water access is limited up there, so crews use drones to monitor hotspots and direct hoses efficiently. The complex stays open to visitors, but Lingxiao Hall is cordoned off for safety and assessment. Let's cut to the chase. Preserving heritage matters, but so does its resilience. Building back smarter will help make sure history doesn't go up in smoke twice. All right, next topic. Taiwan's army faces waste dumping scandal at training center. At the Northern Combined Training Center in Taoyuan, an army facility used for large-scale exercises, environmental inspectors found about 100,000 cubic meters of construction waste buried as backfill where recycled aggregate was supposed to go. Think concrete chunks, polystyrene, and plastics. The volume is roughly 39 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Prosecutors have indicted Chen Xin-hung, owner of Hung Ping Construction, along with 8 others on allegations including falsified contracts. The Army says it is a victim here. It admits oversight failures, has opened an internal probe, and faces sharp questions from KMT legislator Ma Wen-chun about how such a scheme slipped past perimeter checks. Investigators are also tracing an estimated 1.3 billion new Taiwan dollars in suspected illicit gains. No one accidentally buries 39 pools worth of trash. Oversight failed long before the first truck tipped its load. And that's where we'll leave it. That's all the news that fits here on the City Report with Dean Bark in Taipei. Stay safe out there, watch the rain advisories, and tune in tomorrow for the latest.